Welcome to Business with Louis, the show where we explore the world of entrepreneurship and help you turn your ideas into reality. Today, we're going to dive into one of the most essential business concepts, strategic planning process. This is a crucial topic for anyone looking to start or grow a successful business, so let's get started. Strategic planning process is a systematic approach to defining how your business will achieve its goals and objectives. It's a roadmap that helps you make informed decisions, allocate resources effectively, and stay focused on what matters most. In simple terms, it's about creating a clear plan for where you want to go and how you're going to get there. To understand the importance of strategic planning process, let's take a look at its history. The concept has been around for decades, but it gained significant attention in the 1960s with the work of Peter Drucker, a renowned management consultant. Drucker emphasized the need for businesses to have a clear sense of purpose and direction, which is still a fundamental aspect of strategic planning process today. One key framework is the SWOT analysis, which helps you identify your business's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This analysis is essential for understanding your competitive landscape and making informed decisions about where to allocate your resources. Another influential thinker in this area is Michael Porter, who developed the concept of the 5 forces model. This model helps you analyze the competitive forces that shape your industry, including the threat of new entrants, the bargaining power of suppliers and buyers, and the intensity of rivalry among competitors. By understanding these forces, you can develop a strategy that positions your business for success. Our understanding of strategic planning process has evolved significantly over time. In the past, it was often seen as a static process, where businesses would create a plan and then stick to it regardless of changes in the market. However, today we recognize that strategic planning process is a dynamic and iterative process. It's about being adaptable, responsive to changing circumstances, and continuously learning and improving. Let's look at some real-world examples that demonstrate strategic planning process in action. One notable example is Amazon, which has consistently used strategic planning to drive its growth and expansion. From its early days as an online bookstore to its current status as a global e-commerce giant, Amazon has always had a clear sense of direction and purpose. Its strategic plan has enabled it to innovate, disrupt industries, and stay ahead of the competition. Another example is Apple, which has used strategic planning to create a loyal customer base and establish itself as a leader in the tech industry. Apple's strategic plan has focused on creating innovative products that meet the needs of its customers, while also building a strong brand identity and ecosystem. The first step is to define your mission, vision, and values. What sets your business apart? What do you want to achieve in the next 5 to 10 years? Once you have a clear sense of purpose, you can start to develop a strategic plan that aligns with your goals. One practical tip is to use the OKR framework, which helps you set clear goals and track progress. This framework was popularized by Google and has been widely adopted by companies like LinkedIn and Amazon. By setting specific objectives and key results, you can create a roadmap for achieving your long-term vision. Another important aspect of strategic planning process is continuous monitoring and evaluation. Your plan will evolve as your business grows, and you'll need to adapt to changing market conditions. Regularly review your progress, assess what's working and what's not, and make adjustments accordingly. This is where tools like dashboards and scorecards come in handy, helping you track key performance indicators and stay on course. In addition to these practical tips, it's also important to consider the role of innovation and risk-taking in strategic planning process. As the business environment becomes increasingly complex and uncertain, companies need to be able to innovate and adapt quickly to stay ahead of the competition. This requires a culture that encourages experimentation, learning from failure, and continuous improvement. Finally, let's talk about some common challenges that businesses may face when implementing strategic planning process. One of the biggest obstacles is the lack of resources, including time, money, and talent. However, with the right mindset and tools, even small businesses and startups can develop an effective strategic plan. Another challenge is the need to balance short-term needs with long-term goals. Strategic planning requires a focus on the future, but businesses also need to deliver results in the present. This requires a delicate balancing act, where companies need to prioritize their efforts and allocate resources effectively. In conclusion, strategic planning process is a powerful tool that can help you achieve your business goals and stay ahead of the competition. By understanding its core principles, applying real-world examples, and using practical tips, you'll be well on your way to creating a successful business. Remember to stay adaptable, continuously learn and improve, and always keep your eyes on the prize. If you have any questions or topics you'd like to discuss, please don't hesitate to reach out. Like, share, and subscribe, and remember, every great business starts with action. Make your next move count.